first everything pretty much. First clinic, first horse. And so you guide me as to what...
Well, let me just have him for me.
I can kind of tell you how things have been going so far.
Okay.
Got him in May.
You can let him go.
Good.
Yeah. I answer.
And he came from a sale barn. It was probably sort of went through several kind of auction barns before, so don't have a lot of...
Yeah. Hey, excuse me. Over here, thank you.
And he's made a lot of progress in the saddle, or we have, I guess. But as you can see, ground management is something that we've been struggling with. So just pushy, try to lunge him, it really doesn't.
Hi.
So we'd like some help.
All right. We're here to help. That should mean move away from pressure. Oh. Okay, I'm just trying to get some rapport with him here where he looks at me and says, okay, I should pay attention and not just walk all over you. He just doesn't, he's never had to respect the human before, apparently. In fact, probably most humans have done things to cause him not to want to be around him. If humans made sense to him, he would be following me around like a puppy. Now he's going, oh, okay, maybe I should pay attention to you. All I did was make it more uncomfortable not to pay attention to me than pay attention. As soon as he does, he's going to get everything that he didn't know I had to give him. He's looking for cookies, he can smell them. Now his attention left me. I'm going to try to draw it on me again and reward that. So that's the first thing you got to have. You didn't have his attention the whole time. It took me a while to get it too. So horses are body language animals. They only really communicate, not only, but mostly through body language. And body language, you have to be looking at each other. Now they're also experts at energy, but they're not going to listen to your energy until they've learned to sync up to it. Horses are a herd animal, so they need, just like chickens, you've heard of pecking order in chickens. They need to know. You've never heard that? It's basically a coping mechanism. Well, I guess humans are herd animals too. There has to be a leader somewhere so that we know what to do. So horses need to either find out if they're the leader or who is the leader, so they know how to act. Because the leader is by nature the smartest, most athletic one of the herd. So he's the one that's charged with keeping everybody safe. Usually the oldest and the strongest. So they go, okay, he's lived this long, he must know what he's doing. Let's just pay attention to him. Especially because another way horses choose their leader, they'll come up to each other and snort around and maybe even fight. Whoever moves away is the loser. The other one comes the default leader of that little deal. So that's what they will do until they realize there's no, this guy rose to the top and we can't beat him, so let's join him, because he's at least he knows how to keep himself safe. Let's stay close to him, follow his feel, and everybody's gonna be safer. That's a better size. I know there's a lot to see.
Definitely feel sometimes like he's sort of establishing his dominance over me.
Yep, that's what. When he gets too close to me, he would not do that to a dominant horse. A horse that was his herd leader, he wouldn't just bail into him like that. He'd get kicked and bit, and so once we prove to him, every time he gets too close and doesn't act like a partner, we're going to do something about it. We're going to move his feet. That's how they decide who's in charge, is who moves their feet less. That's kind of why they call it natural horsemanship. Most everything that we do is derived from watching horses interact in the wild, how they perceive each other and the leader and how they act around such. I know, so much easier just pay attention. I know there's a lot to see. I'll show you about it all here in a minute. Pressure. You gotta stay out of pressure. That is a prey animal's duty. Keep yourself safe. So the more he's paying attention to me, the less he's thinking about everything that's going on outside, everything he might need to explore. Every time I get his attention, he's going to go, oh, there's nothing else going on. They can't hold two thoughts in their head at the same time. Now he's checking out his reflection, what he may think is another horse. Just keep making it difficult to not pay attention to me. A deep breath tells him he's starting to unwind, unlax inside. And then he's going, wait a minute, if I'm relaxed, I'm not safe. Let me get tight again. I just keep reminding him, yeah, you can do that. It's going to be uncomfortable. Nobody said go anywhere. Stay with me. Stay with me. There you go. Was that easier? Less pressure that time, because he's like, oh, I know that pressure is going to get bigger and bigger if I don't try to comply. I know. He said, how do I keep you calm again? Let me figure this out. If I can keep you calm, I can be a lot calmer. I know. I'm not used to being calm in a strange place. That kind of feels icky to him when he gets too calm. He's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not ready. Let me get my adrenaline up. Ah. See how much better that, hey, you're not paying attention. There you go. See how much easier that is? Ah, hi, not in my space. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Oh, man. Oh, man. He's starting to get the picture. It's going to go away again, but he's getting closer and closer to going, okay, if I keep my head over here, everything stays relatively calm. I can think better. I can check things out. Come here, let's get some stuff. Let's get some different equipment on you. We can communicate better with this equipment than that. Yeah. Okay. See how much easier it is to understand me? See how much easier it is to understand me? Ugh. Hi. Okay. Stepping on my rope. Good job. What a smarty pants. What a smarty pants. Have you done this before? You act like you've done it before a little bit. You're loose. Not pulling on his face, I'm pushing his hindquarters away so it brings his face to me. We tend to, the worst thing you can do to get the horse's attention and respect is pull on their face and expect results. Just because everybody's seen it in the movies, all the westerns, and probably 90% of the people that you see riding horses think that the face is where the brakes are. And really what we're trying to do is use their natural instinct, their natural social order of being in a herd and acquiescing to what the herd leader is asking for. And when the herd leader's calm, they should be calm, or they're wasting energy, and now they're at a danger of not having enough when the poop hits the fan, and there really is a danger. So that's the idea of the herd leader knowing instinctively, let's save energy so we have it when we need it. That was nice. You have done this before, haven't you? You have. I know how to play this game. But when he realizes you don't know that game, and he's going, oh, I have all the advantage because I just push into your space. Now I'm powerful over you. With this distance, I can cause a lot of commotion that he has to respect, or he's going to get hit. If he's close to me, first he can't see the energy coming up, and I can't strike him very effectively from close in. And
Yeah, that's definitely what happened. I think he just like ran over me in the rain.
Yep. So we start asking for respect like a herd leader horse, the lead stallion or lead mare, that when we start bringing up energy, if he doesn't respond, that energy is going to get bigger and bigger, and he can avoid it just by yielding away from us. There.
So the movement is part pay attention to me and part back up.
Yep. It's first pay attention to me, that you see the signal coming. In the beginning, my energy just comes up because he doesn't know what that means yet. He does not tuned into me enough. So he's going to ignore the first 2 or 3 phases until he starts getting physical, where he can feel pressure coming, and then when he tries to move away from that, I stop the pressure, reset, get his attention again, and see if I can't get him to go lighter, where I don't have to get as strong. Now, he went the opposite way, so I went even stronger quickly. And the idea is we'll get him thinking, what are you asking? Let me try to figure it out. And am I done? Okay, let me stay here with you, instead of he can't learn anything if he's not paying attention. If he's not paying attention, he's showing you, I don't trust or respect you enough to give you that, because I value my safety more than I value the discomfort you can provide. But until we prove to him over and over and over that we're just going to be like this horsefly that's always going to be nagging away at him until he goes calm and thinks about us and relaxes, he's going to go, well, okay, my job is to keep you calm, and the only way I know to keep you calm is keep my eyes on you. And you're going to stay calm. You may ask me for a few things, but it's going to be easy to figure out because I'm paying attention. I'm thinking about you and watching what you're doing. I've realized that every time I do try to do what you're asking, you're going to get calmer. And eventually, when he settles down, I'm going to find some spots, itchy spots that he likes. That wasn't a hindquarter yield. That wasn't a hindquarter yield. There you go. Whew. I know. Just keep ticking away. I'm not pulling. I'm not making anything happen. I'm just moving into position where I can and letting him make a decision. What do I do with this? When he makes the right decision, everything stays calm. Makes the wrong decision, pressure comes up. Super smart. Not paying attention, just that little bit. It's just his habit. Horses are creatures of habit, pattern animals. He's just always done that, so without thinking, he just falls forward. And if we're always there reminding him, no, eventually he's just going to go, oh, just move my hindquarters, not my forequarters. I go, yes. As he does that, he'll automatically calm down. Every time he contracts one rib, the inside rib, and expands the other, especially if he's a right-handed horse, it's so hard. He's right in the middle of yawning. He's really trying to calm down and lose all that energy, but he just goes, I can't do that in a place I've never been until I've checked it out. He's just not used to it. But his body's telling him, well, I'm just so relaxed. His mind's going, we can't be relaxed in a new place. What are you doing? So he's having a little argument in his body here. So hard. Nobody asked you for it. Anytime he does something we didn't ask for, we're going to either try to reset or ask him for something else, so that he realizes that every movement he makes from now on, when we're around, we're going to notice, and it's going to mean something. And he'll start paying more attention to where he is inside of his herd versus what he thinks he needs to do to survive, which is pay attention to all these noises and challenges that might be inside, outside, wherever. So they're pattern animals. We're just trying to build this pattern first, that he knows to stay paid attention, relax, and a calm mind. Because you probably noticed with a busy mind, you're not going to learn something if you're in class, if you're thinking about something else. And the same thing with him. If he's not paying attention, he's not fully engaged, it's going to be you know, he's only getting pieces of it, and it won't be understandable to him. It's just going to feel like a bunch of chaos, and he's just going to go, you humans are just, I'm just not even going to put any effort into trying to pay attention. I know, it looks like a good place to roll. You're trying to relax, now your body wants to roll. Huh, so smart. Each time he does the right answer, he calms down. But it's just a habit thing that you have to build, that he knows his only job is to stay focused on you. He doesn't need to look for danger that he imagines, instincts Mother Nature had put in. Mother Nature put instincts for them to live in a world that was 10,000 years ago. No cars, no roads, they run into their own pressures. They had the freedom to get away from anything they needed to get away from. That's how Mother Nature programmed it. Well, they can't live like that anymore. In our world, they have to know where who's in charge, where they can go, there, so they don't go crashing into things. I know. I hate it too.
So is that rear
He's just trying to go, I bet you can't make me. I bet I can just frustrate you. I can do this and that. I've done this and this and that, and the human didn't know what to do. It means I won. I got the human to go away, the predator to go away. The perfect prey animal has survived this long by outwitting predators their whole life. So once we get this piece in, everything else is going to become a lot easier, because he's calm, cool, collected, there with you, responsive, knows that if he doesn't pay attention for long enough, now he's going to have to do another foundational movement, which is good. It's like giving the kids a chore. You know, it's good that they learn responsibilities and learn how to take the trash out and all that. And so you're not thinking of it as a punishment. You're just going, oh, well, if you're not going to pay attention, you're going to have to do a hindquarter yield. And you just pay attention again. Let's do a hindquarter yield on this side. He's stepping behind because he doesn't want to collapse these ribs on this side. There. Finally. He just thinks he's just moving away. But there's a particular way and a reason why I want him to step underneath. Because he's right-handed horse. Most horses, like humans, are right-handed, which means our ribs stick out a little bit more on this side. Our hips stick out just a little bit forward. Same with them. So when that's all forward and the shoulder comes forward, well, this rib on this side is more expanded all the time, where this rib is either straight or slightly compacted, so they're in a position to 86 out of there. And he will always probably go that way, which means he's already set up to go that way, which means he doesn't normally turn this way, so he's not used to collapsing this rib while expanding this rib. That feels foreign to him, so that's why he's going, oh, I can't do that. I can't curve this rib, so I like this. But once he curves that rib, it gives room for that leg to come up underneath, and it tells you if he can, once he thinks it through and goes, oh, I just got to collapse this side and expand that side. Now he's in a thinking state and not so reactive, and now we're getting somewhere. We're getting him to think, oh yeah, there's a rhyme and a reason to everything. Let me start thinking about what it is you're asking, instead of just trying to move out of the way. Rudimentary move out of the way. There's a particular way I need you to move, and while he's moving that hindquarters that way, his front should be still or not moving forward, definitely. And then the converse, once we get that really well, we'll ask for the forequarters to step across, and to do it correctly, it's the beginning of a spin. So one of their hind legs has to plant, and then they have to walk around, hopefully with this leg stepping behind that leg, so that if he's stepping in front, it's going to tip him forward, and he's going to want to go forward, and now his back feet are going to have to move to adjust his weight. So we're going to set it up so that he's coming through behind, that way he won't go forward and accidentally not do the maneuver correctly. Let me start again. Hind quarter, back a step, thank you. Good job. So 4 quarters come across. Adding pressure out away from him and steadily getting closer until he goes, whoa, I better pay attention. Start again. Pressure slow. You tried the right way. Good boy. He's going to go, oh, everything means something. And if I pay close enough attention, I can figure it out and I can stop and we can get some more attention, or more good attention rather than negative reinforcement, negative pressure. Just keep repeating until he does it the right way, and then release when he does the right thing. Eventually he's just going to start going. The yawning is a sign of relaxation, that he's going, okay, I don't feel like I have to defend myself, and I can go right back away just like that. He heard a noise, so I'm going to ask this hind quarter to step across. Still hasn't brought his nose in here. He's correctly moved his feet, which is good, but his attention is over there, so we asked again until he properly did it. And every time we do it properly, that's going to become that pattern, that habit that he just doesn't know how to do it any other way, because there's always commotion or a blockage or pressure if he does it any other way than the desired, what we're setting up. And in the beginning, we're going to be, boundaries are going to be a little more fluid, a little less strict, but we're moving towards that. He sticks his front end, walks behind properly, changes, shifts his weight back with with the lightest amount of pressure. Eventually it's just going to be your energy comes up, that he feels, oh, you're activating your energy core. I should start thinking about what it is, what picture you're trying to portray to me to get what you want me to do. And as soon as I do that, that pressure is going to go away. But if I don't do it, that pressure is steadily going to go higher and higher until I do try, and the pressure is going to go away with one step. We may have to start again, but I'm always going to start at the lightest possible, so that one day that will work. If you start with in the middle, then that's what's going to work. So in the beginning, this isn't going to work, but he's going to start going, it's not going to get any better. Let me just go ahead and move back. That's the same way with everything. Add pressure slow and light. Try to just look at what I want to move, focus on it, push that away, do the right thing. You're going to get more of this. You go away, you're going to have to do more of those, which is good, because the more you practice that, the better everything else is going to be. He's going to be less apt to just go, I'm leaving. He's going to go, I gotta do this, and then you're paying attention. I don't need it. There's no reason to leave, because I feel safer with you, because you keep proving to me if I stay connected, I will get more comfort. If I disconnect, I get more commotion. I want him to think of this as an extension of my arm. I can reach out and rub him anywhere. Same with this, as extension of my arm. I'm using this as if it's not on there. I'm trying not to use it. I'm just using it as a signal device, because one day I'm going to try to do all this without anything on his head. And the only thing he's going to have to go by is how my hand would move with the rope. So he's just going to go, well, I kind of know what to do. And if he goes with it, then it tells you he's really got it. If you have to have a rope all the time, then he's not really turned over and said, yep, I'm with you. You're my leader. I'll do what you say. I've figured out that's the best way to keep myself safe and comfortable. Just follow your guidance. And the only proof we know of to prove that is take that bridle off. And there's lots of videos on YouTube, people that have built their relationship so strong that horse just goes, yeah, you're my best option to live. All I got to do is a couple little dance steps here and there. Hey, easy cheesy. Oh, what a smart pony he is. He's looking at me and go, oh, I do right. Let me check it. So kind of part of the key is causing your idea to become their idea, but understanding their idea first. So his idea was, I need to feel safe and comfortable in here, or I can't relax. He just doesn't know what he doesn't know. It'd be like you going to a foreign country, nobody spoke English. You would not feel comfortable until you found somebody that spoke a little bit of English, and you would glom onto them and go, okay, and you would feel safer that way, because you wouldn't be in such That's all he's looking for. Somebody speaks the language, you can tell him, no. The soldiers, they're our soldiers. They're here to help us. They're not here. All these things that look like dangerous things. Look, if you're with me, nobody's going to bother you. He's just going to go, oh, yeah, good. I can go anywhere then. But we have to prove that to him. Everywhere we go, we're in charge. And if he doesn't pay attention, we're going to move him around in the basic of ways until he finally goes, okay, I'm a compliant little soldier. I know. It's so hard. But he's been pushing around people, probably other horses, for quite a while, so he's not too happy about giving that up. And no horse is. They're always looking to move up the ladder in the leadership ranks. Go, there's better perks. No, he's just that almost may spur him to go, well, I got to be on top of somebody. So the next next one that comes around. And this is a process. It's a practice. 10,000 hours. You getting where you can use your tools as a part of your body, be able to throw this energy where you want it, when you want it. Touch him right exactly, how hard. Put energy out there. So think of that as water, and every time I splash the water, the ripples go forth and touch him. Well, they're not really effective, but the closer I keep getting that ripple closer and closer, it's going to put more energy on him until if he doesn't move, he'll finally get touched with this. He's going to start going, oh, if I just move as soon as the signal is. And then eventually I just start getting ready for the signal, and I just look out there, and he's going to go, oh, let me just save you some trouble. He's not there yet, partly because he wasn't paying attention. Just keep raising the level of discomfort until he finds the right answer. I know there was a horse going by. That doesn't matter.
It's good to see him respond like this, because everything you're saying makes total sense, and then when I try, I just get run over.
Yeah, and it's just you not knowing where to be and how to have the tools you have that don't help you at all. The thicker that halter is, the more he can. That's why cinches are so thick, because that's pressure they have to wear. So you might as make it as comfortable on as possible. Same.
I have one of these.
Okay, good. Yeah, and a long rope. You need at least 12 foot, so that you can start getting away from him more and noticing any change that you're out here enough. You can cause enough commotion to cause him to want to just get back out of your way. And as soon as he does, give him a rub. So this goes. We call this a carrot stick because it's a little bit. It's a little bit carrot and a little bit stick, and both at the same time. So he's going to realize if my energy brings it like this, it's my arm reaching out to rub him nicely. And if it starts vibrating out here, it's something to watch out for, and changes the meaning of that. Okay, hut. It's like a soldier. It's boot camp. Boot camp. We got to learn how to use our weapon, make our beds, get up at 6 in the morning with roll call, march, push-ups. We got to learn all those things, and it's all in an attempt to get everybody on the same page. Everybody knows what to do. They know their job. They learn to put together their gun without looking, because they've done it so many times. That's all for safety. Same thing we're doing here. We're asking you to follow a feel, do what I ask, safety's sake. Because if you're not, and you're being a predator, you may run out in front of a car, or you may run over a cliff, or any kind of thing. You run us into a tree because you're worrying so bad, and then I'm wrestling with you. Now you can't run freely like you want. You can't run freely like you need to anyway, because you probably duck through the trees, and you can't take us through the trees. So for safety's sake, getting them thinking that you're in charge, that you have all the right answers to keep them safe. I know. Every time they exhale like that, every time they blink, every time they lick and chew, non-nutritive chewing, like anytime they're chewing without eating anything, it's called non-nutritive. It tells you that they're relaxing and thinking about what just happened. So we want to honor that and go, oh, now you're getting, if he's standing there like this, he's not thinking about what he just learned. He's worried about So we might ask him again and see how light it was, see if he comes out of that trance, that starey look, lands on us and goes, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be, give me some of that. Give me some of that love. You can have a cookie eventually, but you're not quite ready. I don't want to drive you cookie crazy. Best time to give a cookie is when they're not asking for it at all. But you can give as many as you want, but if they're asking for it, if you do that, you're gonna reinforce, oh, I know how to get a cookie. And then they'll relentlessly, we've probably seen people that, so I use a lot of cookies, but I only use them, you know, sneak them in after they've done something good, and then whip one in the mouth before they realize that they'll get where when I reach for this, they'll go, oh, but they know not to move forward. They're not going to get the cookie that way. They just set everything up so it's just like a 2-year-old. You don't want to, you know, slam them upside the head because they didn't do what you said in the grocery store, didn't take off. You know, you said, now let's all. You didn't, you know, whack them for that. You're trying to just herd them around. Come on now, you're gonna understand in the long run. Same thing, keeps them out of the streets, running into cars, doing what Mama says. Oh, almost got tagged. You did almost get to. You saved your life right there. I feel you. I feel you. Yoo-hoo. I know we haven't done that one very much. I got your hindquarters. I got your hindquarters. Don't get too close. Oh, that was nice. Dominant horses, the more they back up, the more that's the key to getting a dominant horse to be less dominant, because they're going, oh, you Mother Nature tells me if I have to back up, then I'm not the toughest horse. I haven't learned how to. You've seen horses go, they'll duck dive, tack top, grab the leg. The guy that does that better to the other guy is like, oh, you're getting me more than you're getting me more than I'm getting you. I'm getting out of here. So the more higher energy level he gets, the higher level I'm going to have to get to counter that. And I'm thinking I'm only trying to be 4 ounces more pressure than he's putting on himself, so that he just feels that little bit of difference. But I have to get that big for to get into his consciousness. Let's go look at these mirrors and see if that's what's bothering you. See these handsome horses down here, you want to go talk to them. There's one. Look at him. Hindquarters, slow the front. That was nice. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ah. Move way up. You're not paying attention. Nicely done. Whoop, you're going away. Yes. So I don't have to pull on his head, because if I push his hindquarters, his head comes around where I want it. And that will cause him to respect you more than pull on his head, because then he's already learned, I can just pull away from you. I'm very strong on my front end, but I can't defend myself well the back end. I just have to move it away. I can't just hold that, push into that pressure where he can wear all kinds of pressure on his head. So we're doing a lot of the opposite of what normally people would do for control. I saw you thinking over top of me was the best direction. It wasn't. Oh man. See what I mean? See what I mean? What a good pony you can be. That's crazy. Yep. I'll just keep putting pressure on the hindquarters so it moves away. If he's just trying to go, the same thing when he's trying to go forward on me. He's going, I bet if I push into you, you can't do anything. So he's trying to get you to move away. And if you see it coming, just start splashing away and then tagging him if need be until he goes, oh, you won that fight. You won that battle. And it's just constant, one step, hindquarters, back up. It's easier if you pay attention. Hindquarters. It's easier if you pay attention. There it is. Whew. What about over here? There you go. Just constantly, every time his tension goes away, start to move. Tension comes back. As soon as it comes back, reward that, and then think about something you want to go do. Oh, he didn't come with me, so we gotta move the hindquarters again. He's gonna start feeling the consequences. Asking to back up. Oh, that was a baby try. That was more the fly biting you than anything. Okay, we'll set it up a little better. Try again. Oh, like a champion did it. That's like a champion. He feels my energy go down when he does it right. He's like, oh, good. Because my energy was up going, I'm going to get stronger and stronger and stronger until you. As soon as he goes, he tried real slow, but he's in the right direction. It doesn't matter that as soon as he starts trying, I release that pressure. Go, good boy. That was the right thing. If he did like this, I'd just go, whoa, 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 that was wrong. Put that foot back. Try again. As soon as he gets close, even if it just came straight together, it's better than that. And it's not quite this, but it's in the right direction. We reward, and then we'll ask again and see if he sets himself up better for it. Hindquarters first, back up first, 4/4 yield. That was forward. Nope, nope, nope. Now we're going to practice this side. That was close. Can you back up a step? Back up a step. Good job. Good job. Okay, I set up wrong for this. Let's see if he goes where he's supposed to. That was close. Now, hindquarters. There it is. Back a step. Eventually he's going to go, oh, that's the pattern. So he'll start going flip, flip on his own before you have to do that. You be ready to add pressure, but he's like, oh, no, but now his pattern is going to just fall forward every time. And you just have to really watch that and start breaking up interrupting that pattern. Even if he just goes, whoa, and stays in place, and you can give a little, okay, good. Now let's see if we can get one more step and bring that energy up slow and start to get him back. Just like that.
And you really don't get loud at all. So it seems like the pressure is all sort of like visual.
It's visual in the beginning, phases 1, 2, and 3, and with phase 4, you have to do something that's going to be effective. So you have to bite them like another horse would bite them, and there's no way you could hit them as hard as another horse can. So, but we're trying not to. We're trying to give him every opportunity to figure it out on his own. And like when he was doing this, he's just going, okay, I bet I can just wear that pressure. And I got really strong until he finally, but here he's already thinking. He shifted his weight. I stopped. He's like, okay, I was thinking in the right direction. That's good enough. In the beginning, I'm going to reward that as much as possible, that we're starting to think in the right direction. Yawning's coming. It's all a good sign. Hindquarters, the better you can get control of the hindquarters when you just look over there and he knows you don't have to add any other pressure. You're getting somewhere. He's going, I'm going to have to do it sooner or later. I might as well just do it. We call it hiding the hiney when you're standing in front of them. And if they look off, now if I can see your hiney, I'm going to tag it, but I'm not going to move. I'm just going to reach out here and go until eventually you just go like this and they're straighten it up. Where do you want me? And as soon as you're like, yep, that's all I wanted. They just realize they have a responsibility on where to be, how to act, and they can control the amount of comfort or discomfort that they have to encounter. Oh, you're coming forward. That's not a good sign. Good job. Eventually he's going to go, wow, as long as this makes sense. Before, he's just bouncing off the walls, and that made sense to him because that's probably what he's done a lot of. Oh, yeah. Whoop, that foot came forward. I've got to start that over. Perfect. You're thinking about talking to each foot. So when you're asking back, you're thinking about asking the foot that's supposed to move first, right to that, and then you go to the other one. His tension's left me again. But if you don't tag them once in a while, they're going to eventually just go, I'll wear this as long as possible. Once you know they know, you can skip phases 2 and 3. Do a long phase 1. He doesn't know yet, but eventually you do a long phase 1, and then whack the ground once, right back to whack where you touch him. He's like, whoa! He was just being lazy about. I'll do it in a minute. But once he knows, then you can speed that up so it's more clip, 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 like it's supposed to be. That'll help him go, oh, okay, there's a rhyme and reason to everything. As soon as I act like a partner, everything will get nice and calm. And if he can't calm down, if just his experience thinks I have to check everything out, we'll just go check everything out, but you pay attention to me, then you can look around and pay attention to me and getting that fluctuation, that pendulum swinging back and forth real easy. He's like, okay, I can look over here, but I know that I'm going to have to check in with you. And each time he changes his mind, taking from the right side of his brain, his reactive side, to his thinking side, he's gonna start going, it doesn't feel good to be anxiety ridden and full of, it feels better to come back, but you have to help me find that release. And then he's going, oh, I'm just going to stay with you. I don't need to go over there like that. And if I do, I'm looking at it as curiosity, not out of fear that it's something that might get me. Whoopsie daisy, I got on the wrong side. Yes, trouble comes when you show me your booty. That's free tags right there. Yes, not forward. I know. This paying attention thing is new, huh? That was close. Let's try again. 4/4 yield. 4/4 yield. Not into me. 4/4 yield. Move away from the pressure. Move away from the pressure. That's not away from the pressure. Away from the pressure. Let me make it easier for you. Over there's the pressure's over there. There. Just like that. That's all you had to do. He's just testing. What if I do this? What if I do this? I bet it, just trying to be the boss. I've always been the boss of every human. I know how to frustrate them. Get them to leave me alone. Once we just spell out his responsibilities and make this a pattern, oh, how smart are you? How smart are you? Not forward. Oh, got a poop. Ah. I know. That's not going to work either. Nice. 4/4 yield. There it is. That's so much easier than being a bad pony. Ah. Oh, that's better. There you go. He's like, I did it right. He licked and chewed. He's like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Blinking. If they're blinking, it means they're thinking. Out forward. There you go. Was that so hard? Ah, hindquarters. Yes, close enough. Back a step. Yes, don't worry about what she's doing. 4/4 yield. 4/4 yield. There you go. That wasn't so hard. Hindquarters again. Hindquarters again. Ah. all these daggum questions. I didn't know there was going to be a pop quiz today. I should have studied. Ah, oh, look how good you get. Ah. I know. It's not hard to be a good boy, is it? It just takes a little concentration. Focus. Focus. Oh, oh, nobody wants the inner space. Let's go this way. Pressure's coming. There it is. What a champion. What a champion. He's figuring it out. Follow the feel. Follow the feel. There it is. Uh-oh. Don't leave me now. Don't leave me now. Don't get too close. Thank you. Ah, what a smart pony. What a smart pony. And if you think of all these things you ask him to do as a game, can you do this? Can you move that? Think of it as a game. That wasn't very good. That's still not very good. There it is. Oh yes. So you're just asking questions, drawing a picture, and see if he can finish out the dot-to-dot puzzle. But the most important thing, hindquarter yields. That's especially on this side where he's stiffer. He's not moving forward. Big deep breath. He's like, oh, I did something right again. Each time I release it, he's like, I did it right. I get a moment of relaxation. And if I find some itchy spots I know he likes, got some ear itches. Once he gets confident with that, I know what I'm doing with my Q-tip finger. That's be the first thing you ask for. Oh, no more coming forward. Ah, yes, that's a man. He's the man. I know that feels so good. He'd like to steal some cookies if he can't just buy one, huh? If he can't earn one, he's gonna steal one. Stolen cookies taste better anyway. Ah, sweet pony. He's a good boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hindquarters. Ah, look how smart you are. Ah, how smart you are. Good boy. One more. Nicely done. Where's your attention? Better move your hindquarters again then. Don't go forward. There you go. Over here again. Thank you. Can you back up? Yes. Whew. What a champion. What a champion. It's just going to take you some time to build that strong pattern in. But he knows what to do. My advice would be, before you play with your horse like this, get where you can use your tools effectively. Practice on the fence or something. Get where you can touch it the way you want it. Flick it from either side. Flick the middle rail, wrap around the top rail, whatever. Just get where you can flick your wrist out there and you know where that string is going to land. And the key to that is having it out here to start behind, so when you pick it up, there's a little more control. If you tried to throw it there, you kind of have to really get good at finding the feel. But if you start it with it back, and the easy way, just get back, just get where you can flip it forward and back. You gonna run into that pressure? I wouldn't if I was you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So on one hand, I'm trying to stop his forward. The other hand, I'm pushing his hindquarters. Always be aware that he wants to come forward first. That's why this hindquarter exercise is so good. It's going to remind him to shift his weight, put it on his front end, but not be impulsive enough to walk forward with it. And now you already started. You can't poop again. Stop the front. Stop the front. Ah, I know all those extra noises. Ah. Nice. Blowing out.
Probably a kind of dumb question, but how come they don't know we're not horses? You know? Like,
Well, they don't. They just think we're an animal. That's we're predators, and they think we got eyes face forward. So we're predators. The way we normally traditionally act is predatory. So they're not afraid of predators. They're afraid of predatory behavior. But if we act like a partner, act like a herd animal, the same as they are, they're going to go, oh, you're just a two-legged horse. You're shaped funny, but you understand how horses think. So let me, you know what's important to horses: safety, comfort, play, and food. Their hierarchy of needs: safety, comfort. They worry about that all the time, where we don't so much. Until all the police are defunded and the military's gone, then we would worry about our safety and our comfort, because it's just somebody with a gun away from taking everything you got, if there's no authority to stop that. So, but we know they're there, so we don't worry that. We still lock our doors and stuff. But they walk around all day going, is this what's dangerous and what's not. They're seeking comfort all the time, and the way to seek comfort is be on guard. And as long as they didn't die, they reinforce the thought that, oh, if I stay like this all the time, I'm going to live till tomorrow. This is how I have to be in order to survive. I know somebody can bite harder than you thought. So he noticed I was talking to you, not talking to him, so he started sneaking away, doing his own little thing. Once he goes, oh, we're back in line again. He might just have more respect on the saddle. I'll just say this: if you get all this good on the ground, you're never going to have anything. You'll always have a way to ask him something that gets him out of a fear-based or a takeover dominant type situation, where he just goes, oh, you're moving my hindquarters again. I can think and relinquish control to you and not have to worry about whatever's out there. I'd have to see him ridden to see the difference, but obviously this is going to get you a lot more in the long run, that you can get the manners on the ground, and then you have a basis of information, basic language, that you can communicate the same things, that same feels, pressure in the saddle that you were getting on the ground, where we would add pressure with our leg right there on the rib back here, until he decided to move that hindquarters away. It's all the same process. It's just a bunch of leg yield, hindquarter yield. That's getting worse. There you go. See how he feels like he has to step forward in order to make room for that leg to come under? That's just a habit. He's got to go, I have to relax enough to collapse that rib. He's just staying too tight and not really thinking his way through the puzzle. Oh, that was better. Yeah. Then he went away, so we go back to the other side until he goes, wait a minute, the right answer is not just putting my feet, doing the correct dance step. It's putting my attention where it belongs at the end. His attention leaves me every time I do something about it. As soon as he comes back, licks and chews, he's like, okay, this is what gives me comfort, is to stay connected to you. And if I disconnect from you, I get discomfort, and we just have to keep repeating that pattern until they just go, no matter what I do, the only thing that calms you down is me calming down. And he's, okay, I'll stay calm, so you stay calm, so I have to move a lot less. No, we're done. That's a good start. We're in the right, perfect spot. If he yields properly, we're good. He said, okay, I got the picture. And he's used to always being led from the other side, probably, but when we ride, we're on both sides. So he has to learn to take direction from us over here too. So it's a good way to help him balance, and he won't stick his ribs out so much here, because we're going to notice. His head's going to be over there. We're going to, wait a minute, what are you, how about a hindquarter yield until we straighten him up? Go a couple steps, he does the right thing. Eventually he'll go, okay, when you're over here, I can tip just a little bit this way or stay straight instead of always being this way, which causes you problems later on. And there you'll see about 1 in 5 in 100 horses will be left-handed, and they'll be easy to go this way, where you've always practiced getting this rib won't collapse. They're just set up to go the other way. Ah, that was nice. That was a good response. Ah, super pony. Super pony. Good boy. So he's starting to get the answer is pay attention, look for direction, do what's asked of me, and I'll get less pressure. But you can't practice any of this enough. Anytime he goes away, go, oh, we got to go practice pop quiz, hindquarter yield, pop quiz, back up a step, back up a step. Ah, that was a pretty good try. Still standing on my string. Ah, that's a good boy. Anytime if he's relaxed, head down means relax, head up, keep ticking away until he's like, up. Because they can get on adrenaline. Oh, yeah, super smart, huh? He said, I don't want no more pressure. I think these guys are going to get me out here. Ah. And yoo-hoo. Away from pressure. Away from pressure. There you go. Uh-oh. Still not paying attention. Ah. Alright, let's go this way. Something going on out there you need to see? Over here. Come on, we went through this before. Not forward. 4/4 yield. That's forward. There you go. What a champion. One step in the right direction. Big reward. Let's try again. Who's stepping on it? Who's stepping on it? Ah, that was forward. That's a little bit forward. You should probably move out of my space here. There we go. Uh-oh, that was too much. Hindquarter yield. Hindquarter yield. Ah. He was taking a chance that might work. He throw up his own commotion, maybe it caused me to quit. I know. When you pay attention, the pressure stays small. See how that feels? There you go. Stay with me. That's right. You the man. Okay, seeing it and doing it's two different things. So yeah, get you a longer rope, get you a round pen, or even somewhere where you don't have to have the temptation and need to pull on his face. That you can, if his face isn't coming to you, you push on the hindquarters so the face comes to you. I know. And even if you don't have a stick, you have the end of your rope, you can go put pressure there. I know, but you're getting softer up, except when you don't pay attention. Yeah, you can't follow signals very well when you don't pay attention. There we go. See how smart you are? It's so easy, huh? We're really practicing getting that one step really correct. Then it's easy to add another step. You're just going to, oh, do that again. Oh, okay. No big deal. But really getting the one step perfectly correct and repeating it until he can do it without even thinking about it. He just goes up. That's my habit, or his habit before, just flop around or step. He's going, oh, okay, there's a little rhyme and reason to everything. You being aware of that, help him find a better peace, because now he's going, oh, I don't have to worry. 4/4 away, move away from pressure. There. That wasn't so hard, was it? Oh, it all makes sense. It's the same thing, only a little different. I know. Not forward, thank you. There. I know. It's not like it used to be. It's just going to take, like I said, horses are pattern animals, creatures of habit. We just got to change their habits so that they start following the feel that we provide. Ah, see how smart you are? Nice. Good boy. Alright, let's go change your halters. I got a Clyde to play with. Let me go get him. I'll get that other halter on him and it'll be